Is there someone? Okay, so I believe there's a host there. So
Oh yes, good evening, Adewale Yusuf. My name is Dami.
hi, good.
I'm the co-host
Hi,
here
Dami.
in the
How's it
group.
going?
I'm fine. How are you? Good evening,
How's it going?
everyone. Welcome to the Breakout Room 3. We'll be talking about breaking into tech. I'll hand over to Adewale Yusuf. We'll be handling this room for this evening. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, Dami. I'm sorry, guys. I'm on my mobile phone now, and I mean, I myself, my company is hosting a dinner kind of a party here in Rwanda today in Kigali, and that's where I am. And so I had to do this because this is an interesting topic I really like. And so it's nice to meet you all. Thank you for joining this session. So my name is Adewale Yusuf. I think I have one small slide there, but because I'm using my mobile and I might not be able to share, but this is a conversation. I just want us to, the next few minutes that we'll be spending together is better we uh just use it to share. So the introduction to my, I have a very interesting picture here. I'll just point the camera to, I'll just flip my camera over and point it to my screen. Ah, I wish you could see. So this is something from uh, Money Heist. I like this picture and I like what it is. So this is the cover of my presentation, and but I just want to show you that's dramatic. So I just wanted to enter with in a dramatic way, but now that I can't do that. So let's go back to my conversation. So my name is Adewale Iso. I'm the co-founder and CEO of, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've built different businesses over years, over the last 8 years in tech. I've built different businesses in tech from Techpoint, from Techpoint Africa. I founded Techpoint Africa some 7 years ago. Then later last year, I stepped down from Techpoint to found. Thank you, long man. So I stepped down from Techpoint to found Talent Cure, and also Talent Cure now, we still have another one called Art School Africa. Talent Cure, what we do at Talent Cure is we connect software engineers, best talent from the continent to global opportunities and opportunities. So we connected talent from Nigeria. Uh, we've connected talent from Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, and Egypt. And we've connected them to the US, to also Dubai, to companies in Dubai, in the UK, in Canada, and different places. And that's what we do at Talent Cure. And also Alt School Africa. What we're doing at Alt School Africa now is we are building the largest school, and also we are getting people into tech. We're helping people get into tech, which is why this conversation is perfect now. So we are getting people into tech. We want to help you to get tech skills. Tech is very, very important right now. And as I'm telling you, there's opportunity for every developer. You understand? If you know how to code, I know unemployment is real out there. But if you just spend a year, 2 years into learning how to code, into getting better at it, you will be able to you'll be able to get skills. You don't need to live wherever you are. Even if you're in Abia, you are in Lagos, you're anywhere. There's someone we actually got that works with a company in the US, and he lives in Uyo. He lives in Uyo. There's another person, a 200 level student in Unilag. She's 200 level, and she works with a company in Dubai, and she earns at thousands of dollars every month. So that's the opportunity that we want to give everybody. We don't want to give everybody that knowledge, and that's what we're doing at our school. But I will talk more about Art School later, Art School Africa later. But right now, let me talk about breaking into tech. So the best way, because I don't have my slides here, so the best way I would start is to tell you a bit about my story. So some years ago, when I came to Lagos, I was just struggling. You understand? I just left secondary school then, and I just came to Lagos. Before I came to Lagos, I left my parents at the age of 16. Then later, I found my way in Lagos. I was doing different type of odd jobs until one person introduced me. The person is now a mentor. He just introduced me to technology and he said, hey, this will be the future and technology will be the future. Learn how to code. I remember that time I started from Naira land, but I didn't have anybody to guide me the way now we are trying to do like art school and others to guide people. I didn't have anybody to guide me, but one thing I knew is if this person says it's the future, maybe it's the future. Well, what am I doing now than to bet on the future? And that was how it started. I started learning how to write code. I moved from HTML to CSS to JavaScript to some of these languages before I finally break into tech. And today, it wasn't like, today it's a story. The same me, the same person. I was able to build different companies. I was able to build different opportunities. And that's some of the things that we are trying to that I'm trying to tell people here today. You don't need to feel like, oh, I don't have computer background. You don't need to have computer background because a computer science background. You don't need to have previous knowledge. You don't need to be, oh, I'm not good in math or stuff. No, those are not things you really need. So you just need dedication. And that's one of the things I want to encourage people to do. I see a lot of people drop off so fast these days. You understand? There is no quick shortcut. To be honest, there's no quick shortcut. The best way for you is just to dedicate your time, dedicate your energy into it. And whatever you put your mind into, you will achieve it. Trust me, I'm not just saying this to motivate you. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm just here to encourage you because one of the things you should know is for me, I've seen it all. You understand? I've seen it moving from just having nothing to eat to having not just one company, but more than two companies, having a global company, sitting of different boards. You understand? Having a company that is have team from like four countries, even having people from different countries that are employed, including US, including Canada. So that's some of the things I'm trying to do, and also be able to dream. So that's one of the things I do. So tech, why tech? See, there are a lot of opportunity in tech more than any other places. You understand? And tech is very big. Now we live in a world whereby tech is the future. You understand? Tech is going to be, it's not just the future, it's now, right now. I'm speaking with you now. I'm in Kigali. There are a lot of people, there are a lot of people here that actually in different countries. This can happen because of tech. And those are some of the things I want to encourage you to do. So I think someone asked a question. Maybe I will use that to guide my conversation. What's the what's the best first step when she think around it? See, the first thing is curiosity. And you have to be curious, like, okay, what is this and what is in it for me? How can I how can I be part of this? That's the thing. You just need to research some of the things. And also, Techpoint is one of the places you can go, and there are other places. Just keep researching and also know your strength. What's my strength? What can I do? See, a thing is I think everybody should learn how to code first. And I'm trying to do that. And that's why we are simplifying. I'm not trying to market all school Africa, but we are simplifying it for people because if you can even code, you can think. There's nothing you can't do because it's logical. A lot of things, you see a lot of things in binary, and also you get you to think. It gets you to be the best person you're being in everything you want to be. So the best thing I want you to do is curiosity. Are you curious enough? Do you want to go into it? See, it's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy, but it's worth it. And if you're from a continent and a country like Nigeria, a continent like Africa, you don't have much of a choice because unemployment is big out there. You understand? And this is a market that is going to employ millions. Tech is going to employ millions. There are more opportunity for tech. And that's one of the things I want to do. So just be curious, research it, and also check a platform like Osco. We are helping people that have no knowledge at all get into tech. Just go through it, take the assessment. If possible, you get the application and also move from there. So I think there are questions that you want to ask me, but I think I will leave it for another time. can be a marketplace connecting farmers to opportunity. You can be connecting farmers to opportunity. That's another thing you need to think of if you're in agriculture. But I will stop on agriculture for now so I can attend to one or two other questions there. What's the name of the? Okay, so Alt School Africa, Alt School ALT Africa, ALT School Africa. Are there non-code tech career? Yeah, there are a lot of non-code tech career. For example, there's product management. You don't need to know how to code for product manager management. There's product design. You don't need to know how to code. You just need to know how to design. And there is even something like digital marketing and some of these. They are non-code tech career. So you just need to research them. There are a lot of them. So coding is not just the only way into tech. It's just and the most important thing is just curiosity. You know, there was a time when I was starting out. Things are not as easy as this. You understand that because there was no platform like us school, there are no platform like this. And to pick the best tech skill for me was very tough. You understand? To pick best tech skill for me was very tough. So, but I eventually stumbled on it, which my entrance was just okay. I love story. You need to know what do you really love. What do you really love? Because you have to have passion. See, it gets to a time that it's always very tough. But if you have interest in it and you focus that okay, this is what I want to achieve, trust me, you will achieve it. That's the most important thing. So let me go to questions. Hmm. This is when starting and how do we solve them? What challenges did I face when starting and how did I solve it? See, on this journey, you face challenges almost every time. It I mean, it doesn't get that better, but you get tougher and you get stronger. You understand? So when starting out, I just mentioned choosing the right career was really tough for me. And those are some of the things we are trying to also help people with us to now. Then because these are some of the things I face. And also, uh, you know, being an entrepreneur in tech, you face challenges every day, especially when you're building global company, when you're thinking on a global scale, because your competition and competitors are not just local. You understand? They are now global companies. You have to position yourself. So you keep facing challenges, but early in the days as well, you know, I felt like, oh, is this thing for me? That's one question that is very important because you will be looking at it like I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not smart enough. I'm not educated enough. I don't have the competency. I don't have the strength. Some people have two heads. Maybe I don't have. You understand? But trust me, everything is a lie. You have the capacity to do it. You just need to go for it. You need to have the right mindset. And when you face challenges, just look for where to turn to and to ask for the right help. You understand that a lot of help on that. And that's one of the things you need to face because the reason I started was just bigger than every challenges I have. And that's one of the things I want to encourage people to understand now. So I need to go to the next question now and say, how about cloud computing? Is it also great tech part? Yes, cloud computing is actually great. Right now, there's a reason why we are doing it at our school because the demand for it is getting bigger. So let me tell you a thing. Right now, everything is in the cloud. The platform we are using now, they are cloud-based. Nobody is having a big one infrastructure somewhere. Everything is cloud, AWS, Azure, some of these. So cloud computing is becoming a big career and it's a career path and it's going to be bigger. You understand? And that's why we are trying to develop a lot of people in cloud computing as well. Because in Africa, in Nigeria, we don't have many people looking at that. And this is the future. You understand? This is the career of the future. Cloud computing is important. Don't sleep on it. It's very important. And if you have the strength, because everything is in cloud. And every company operates anywhere. We operate anywhere. We build millions of dollar companies and billions of dollar companies from anywhere because there's cloud and there are more opportunity in cloud. Yeah, so cloud computing is important. There are more questions. Uh, so I really don't know how much time we have left, and I really don't know how much time this is. But looking into looking into tech, see wherever you are, tech gives you freedom, and that's one of the things you should know. You understand? I've lived my best life just being in tech. not just my career alone. You don't know what is out there, you understand, until you try to do it. Tech gives some people like me opportunity. I came from a background, I came from a family where it's not someone like me that's supposed to be here, if not God that called, you understand. So, and that's one of the things. Hello. So that's one of the things I want to encourage us to know. Like, see, tech is beautiful. It's tough looking at it, but it's the best career. You enjoy the best of your career. You travel anywhere you want to travel. You live anywhere you want to live, and also you meet a lot of amazing people. You know, I don't need to be have a physical campus to build the largest school. I don't need to do anything to build what I want to do. So I just have to move. Uh, the okay, it's not a tech agency. Did I mention? It's called allschoolafrica.com. That's where allschoolafrica.com. That's a platform. Check if you're interested in it. Sign up if you want to sign up to do. We have a lot of people there. Uh, Someone said I'm passionate about data analytics. What's the advice for me? Yeah, follow your passion. You understand? We are going to have more data analysts in the future because right now everything is about data. We need to upgrade a lot of people. We need a lot of people to understand some of these emerging skills. You understand? Go for it if you have passion for it. And if you know, like, oh, maybe it's not working, try and pivot. But at the end of the day, just go for it. That's just a lot of people are doing a lot of amazing stuff, training people in data science, data analytics. So please go for it. Follow your passion, follow what you are interested in. But also, one of the things I try to tell people is your passion should be making money as well. You understand? Go to a career where you can make a better money, and also where you can actually live the best of your life, where you are not just going sitting down and just tied to a table and desk. And I'm not saying people that that work at the table and desk are not doing the best job. They are, but if that is not for you, there are other options. It's tough, you understand? Because I know I'm not one of the person that will say, "Oh, this is just a smooth road." It's tough, but if you dedicate yourself, tech is the only place that you can spend 2 years, 3 years into, and you grow. You understand? 3 years of experience right now. A software developer with 3 years of experience, maybe a front end or a back end, should earn like $3,000 a month. $3,000. That's 1.5 million naira given from Nigeria. So those are some of the things you give the opportunity when you try to see it. So it's just the future, and that's one of the things I want to say. So you can be wearing tops. Yeah, so you should join.
Okay, so I think we have about 12
Oh,
minutes more
so
into the session.
okay,
So if you have
okay.
questions you want to ask
Please,
Adewale,
yeah,
please feel
questions,
free to ask
questions.
questions.
Let's ask questions. I'm always happy to answer questions. You understand? I'm always happy to. And I mean, when I have opportunity like this, because I know my inboxes are always a mess sometimes. But yeah, so why no questions? I think. Also, I mean, I would love to give my details, but one thing I know is I don't have time because it's too much, a lot of work. But I'm always on LinkedIn and also on Twitter as well. And if you have any questions, sometimes I try to check my inbox. But if you are facing any challenge in making career decisions, see, anything you invest now, let me tell you, if you invest 1 year into career change, it's going to work. But if you don't do that right now, uh, next year is going to come. We are currently at the end of 2021. You could remember when we were at 2020. You understand? 2022 will come. 2023 will come. 2024 will come. And what you invest in now is what you are going to reap in the future. So, what I just want to let you know is this is time to invest. And investing in yourself is the best decision you can ever make. So, I'm telling you this because I've seen it. Just invest in yourself. It's very tough. It's very tough, but invest in yourself. You understand? Just invest in yourself and make sure you, you know, so let me answer this question. No. Okay, what can you say about artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence is good, but then one thing you should know is a lot of them are still buzzwords now. And I'm speaking with you from someone that is building a lot of things. I'm working with a lot of people that are building a lot of things. So artificial intelligence is coming. We're already using a lot of artificial intelligence. When you look at Siri, these are artificial intelligence. People, iPhone, a lot of your mobile phone, people are using artificial intelligence. It's a second. It's I'm so sorry about that. So, artificial intelligence, you understand? Artificial intelligence, these are big words, but they are happening already. You understand? Everything you use, a lot of things are actually powered by artificial intelligence because these are something that are not humanly involved. Those are some of the things I want to say about that. But we will see a lot of artificial intelligence in the future because they are actually trained. It's data that trained them. You understand? It's data that trained them. Right now, your phone learns every day from you. Those are artificial intelligence. Your your even keyboard. There are a lot of keyboards that learn about what you do, and emails. Some of these emails have been trained to even reply you automatically. A lot of interesting stuff happening in artificial intelligence area. But don't be caught in the buzzword. Just focus on the knowledge. The data science, which are the best protect. See, the best prospect for future. I mean, I still don't think. I know a lot of people are trying to train AI and stuff now. See, I can't predict the future at the end of the day. Both of these skills, artificial intelligence and data, they have a space to play in the future. Don't focus on the buzzword, focus on the skills. Which skill is relevant to you now that can help you change your career and put food on your table? Those are some of the tech skills you need to focus on and you need to look at it. A lot of these things don't get caught in the buzzword. The future is going to be interesting, but people go into some of these things. And that's the best advice I can give. So business analysis, see, business analysis, it depends. If you are doing it in a tech company, it's a tech business. Is tech. See, the goal is not just to get into tech, and that's one of the things that the goal is to get a career. You understand? To get a career and do what you love doing. I love what I do. I wish you guys could know how much I love what I do. I love it so much, and I'm able to also make a living doing what I do. You understand? People are able to pay me just to talk, just to go to different places. And that's one of the things I want to encourage you. Just get the right skill. It's very important than also just looking at, oh, is this tech or not? Just get what you do and be passionate about what you do and make sure you love what you do. There's no joy in not loving what you do. Okay. Okay, so for the person trying to do startup, startup is very tough. You understand? But also, startup is tiny. So if it's working now, just take a lot of risk when you're building the startup. Look for the right team, look for the right people you can collaborate with, and try and achieve that. That's the most important thing. Startup is tough and it gets tougher as we grow. From when you have two people on your team to when you have 20 to 50 to 100, every stages of it is tough because even when you fundraise at the end of the day, there's still a lot of things that come with fundraising. You understand? Because also you have to deal with investors, you have to deal with stakeholders, you have to deal with shareholders, you have to deal with your team. And the moment is growing. So all my advice, the best advice I'll give is don't give up at all. You understand? When it gets tough, you need to be tougher. That's just the only thing. And every one of us is putting fire out at the end of the day. It's never going to be smooth. And after over 8 years of running startup, I can tell you for free without charging anything from you that, yeah, it's never going to be easy. Trust me. All right, I think I might have to stop there. So I will let Samuel. Hello?
Okay, thank you so much, Adewale. I know I enjoyed that session. One thing I think I've taken out away from is you don't need to rush into it. Take your time, you know, ensure that it's something that you enjoy doing, and just go into it because tech is the in thing and going on right now. I'm sure every one of us have learned a lot also. If you still have another question, you can drop it in the chat. If you still have any question, you can drop in the chat because the room ends in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, we'll end the breakout room and join the larger audience. Any question, something to wrap up, or Adewale, do you have a last? Adewale, do you have last words for us? Something you want to stick with us this night?
So I honestly don't have much, but one of the things I want to say is don't feel like you can't do whatever you set your mind to do. I've achieved a lot of things in my life because I just know it has to be done. So now, when I'm trying to do something that sounds crazy, and people tell me that it can't work, I get really excited and get really happy because I know definitely I have people I have to prove wrong that this thing can work. And also, that's most important thing. Do what you love. It takes time. See, it will take you a time when you're switching into career to get your first deal. You understand? But the moment you do what you love, you do the best of your work. When you do what you love, you do the best of your work. Because, see, people that do what they love, by the way, they spend more time at work. They spend more time working. Someone like me, I've woken up since like 4 a.m. this morning and stuff and doing different work. But I love what I do. And that's the joy at the end of the day because you know you love what you do. This is not eight to This is not 8 to 5 or anything. You keep doing, you work more than anybody, you work more than everybody, but you just know, like, okay, this is something I have passion in. Even when you're sleeping, you're still thinking about that. So that's one of the things I want to encourage people to do. If you know that you love it, you just need to convince yourself. You have nobody to convince at the end of the day. It's you that you have to convince yourself because when you stop, nobody will be there except you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you, Adewale. We will be going back to the room automatically in the next 57 seconds. Thank you all very much. Thank you, everyone. Please stay tuned. We still have a lot to discuss and a lot of dull prizes still on. Please stay tuned as we join the larger audience. Thank you very much. You can leave the room now, please.